Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M40 M43, it's the Tier 8 American SPG, and we're located on the northwest spawn of Fjords. And the name of the commander is Goliath Killer 1. And I can see he's got a mark of excellence on his barrel, so the battle's about to commence and we'll see how he gets on. Okay, they're off. Now, Goliath Killer's moving to the bush over here on the far corner. There's good cover on this one. There's several good cover on several of the bushes. But that particular bush actually is a rather nice one to hide in. But he's got a long reload. He's got 39.7 seconds because he's not using premium consumables. And I can see an empty garage slot. And it may be that he didn't completely renew all of his consumables when he started the game, because normally that slot would be used by either a fire extinguisher or premium consumables. Okay, he's having a look down at the southeast end of the map on the peninsula, Little Italy, looking for the tracer from an Arty. So he's gone counter battery straight away. Those bushes at the far end are the favoured hiding places of many Arty players. There's not a lot of good cover further up the peninsula now because since update 1.0 they removed some of the bushes that most people used to hide in. It's normally just a rock face, but there's the other hiding place, and that's little Yugoslavia, we might say. Oh, there he is! We know where he is. He's fired the exact position where the enemy was located, and it looks like he didn't hit the target. But we do know precisely where he was last seen, because he was hiding in the bush. There's the bush, but he's aiming a little further back from it now this time. So it's a fairly long reload. Of course, he does have two other Artys in the game, so it's not as if his Arty will be missed, but it is important to get rid of the enemy Arty as quickly as you can. He's going after that 1375, moving very quickly, fires around, it's a bit late, but he still gets a splash which takes out the AMX 1375. So it's a very lucky shot. He did get it, splashed him to death. Okay, he's now in the reload again. There's a Tiger 1 trying to come around the corner. Now he's being held off there. A little further up there's an E75, I think it is, and he's holding that Tiger 1 up, as well as another E75. He's almost reloaded. Should be able to put a round next to the Tiger 1, but if the E75 moves up, he'll get a chance to shoot at that as well. I think it'd be worth trying a shot on the E75 alone. He's getting a red line every time he moves close to the cliff, but can he find a solution that works? Well, probably. Tiger 1's gone down. That might prompt the E75 to move up alongside the Tiger wreck, using it for cover, but he's decided to switch targets. Now he's got a red line there. That means the cliff's in the way. He can't fire at those targets. He wouldn't be able to hit them. The shell would hit the mountain before it hit them. But he's gone back to counter battery. And the reason being is that position is very good for counter battery. It's very good for firing into the East Passage. But it's not very good for shooting at the tanks that are on the 4 and 5 line, or shooting at the far end of the map around the corner at J5. So he's looking for the tracer. See where it's relocated to. No sign of the tracer. Okay, so he's going to fire on that T26E5. Oh, Scorpion gone down. Going back to the T26. So he's got a red line there as well. But it's not wholly. I mean, he's finding a solution. If the T26 goes back far enough, he actually puts himself in danger of being hit by an Arty shell. And where he is right now, he could still be splashed. Now he's got a red line at the moment, but now he's got a green line. He's waiting until you see a red line behind the vehicle. He fires around in, and he does get hit. A splash hit for 325 hit points. That's a good strike. Now he's changing position himself because just in case his position was compromised and the enemy Arty was looking for him. That's made it more difficult to hit T26 because the angle's changed now. It was slightly better angle previously. That's one of the things about this new the 1.0 update. It actually has changed a lot of the angles, the firing angles. It used to be that you could fire from this position and hit just about any tank in the south area. But the problem now is that that mountain seems to have grown in size, or the other mountains are in the way, and it does very much restrict your ability to hit some of the enemies. So he's crossed the river and he's now trying to find a solution on T26. No, still nothing. It's a very bold decision to do this because the M40, M43 has very poor speed. It's not as bad as the GW Panther Tiger P, which is absolutely diabolical, but it's incredibly slow, snail pace. But it's still pretty vulnerable by moving up this slowly. And he's found an enemy ahead of him, an FP4202. So he's going to have to try and resolve that problem and get rid of that 4202. Otherwise, if he's spotted, he could be killed. The biggest worry, of course, if he's spotted, the enemy Arty will come into play and they'll try and get him. So he's trying to work out a solution. He's got a red line from that rock, but now he's got a solution. And he did get a near miss on the FP4202. I think he tracked him, but he's backing up now. Going to try and get a solution on the T26. From this position, it should be possible to loop a shell in over the rock face into the T26 where he was last seen. He is in the corner. Maybe he's going to find it too difficult. Okay, T26 has been spotted. He's now going to have a quick look. No, he's looking at the 4202. Well, he won't be able to shoot at that with the rock in the way. 4202 has actually pulled back quite a long way. In fact, actually, he's now seems to be nearer the pass. He may be in the dip next to that rock face. Yes, he is. Well, he is. Yes, he's using the ramp up from the dip, the little bowl, to try and shoot at the T-54 in the pass. Now, the live killer's trying to get a solution on the SU-152, but again, I think the problem here is trying to loop the shell over the cliff and in past those houses. Those houses are taller than the ones before as well, and there's more of them, so it's a lot more difficult to try and shoot into a group of houses over here now. The FP4202 is, well, very low health, 4%. He can shotgun him and splash him to death. If he comes up behind, oh, well, he doesn't need to worry about that. The strip just took him out. So, in fact, there are only 5 enemy left. But there's still 6 on our team, even though we just lost the T-54. Now he's trying to get a solution on T-26E5. He needs somebody to go in there and spot for him. From here, he should be able to get a shot directly on that E5. He could guess, but he's only got 12 rounds of ammo left. It's 8-inch caliber ammo he's using, so it's very expensive rounds. Well, nobody's moving forward to spot. The T-26E4 on our team is still at the pass entrance. Okay, now he's having a quick peek. Can he see the E5? I think the E5 is going to be around the corner, so that's why we can't see him. He's probably just around that corner. Not that far back. Just on that corner edge there, looking around the corner, just to see what the T-26E4 is up to. But we can't see him. The other enemy that's still alive is an SU-152 tank destroyer. He was last seen in the south. And I think there's a pretty good chance that SU-152 might decide to go south around the corner and come up the three line towards the cap. He fires around in there speculatively. It's an expensive thing to do with an 8-inch shell, but you might as well, because nothing's moving. And of course the other thing is that Goliath Killer 1 doesn't want to chance his arm, or does he? No, it looks like he's going to have a go. He's got his man pants on, so he's going to have a go and see if he can get to the enemy cap area without being spotted by that SU-152. Of course, I think the SU-152 is headed south. He's almost reloaded. Okay, he's got an 8-inch shell in the barrel, ready to go. Now the Arty are a Lorraine 15551, a Lorraine 15550, and the M12. Now both of the Lorraines are fast SPGs, so they can dart about quite quickly. They've both got the 40-ton chassis, and they've both got 155mm guns. So's the M12 for that matter. In fact, the M12 has a French-designed gun from the First World War. It's also 155mm, but the M12 is very slow. Okay, he's moving up through the trees, using them for cover. Sooner or later he's going to have to come out of those trees. If he's got sixth sense, he'll know if he's been spotted. And I'm pretty sure that Goliath Killer would have sixth sense. So okay, he's safe. He hasn't been spotted yet. If he moves out the cover of those trees, he will be spotted. If the same Arty that was in that corner is still there. He hasn't been seen yet, and the front of his vehicle was poking out, so either the Arty that was down there isn't looking, or he's not there anymore. Looks to me like he's going to skirt around the outside of the cap and go in the back. Now he's going around to this edge, because from here he is under cover of that rock. If there is somebody on the peninsula, they're not going to be able to see him until they've actually come off the peninsula. And if there's somebody on the Yugoslavia just around the corner, there's the M12. Okay, he's been spotted. He has been seen. He fires a round shotgun, but he doesn't get the kill. The kill goes to the Strib. But he's moving position now and he's reloading. The Lorraine's taken out by the T26E4. And they've spotted the SU-152. He is in the village. He didn't leave. He didn't go around the corner. And he's now being engaged by the E4. Okay, that's the 2-minute warning. And we're now 54 seconds from completing the cap. The SU-152 managed to kill our T26E4. But that means if he's going to reset the cap, he's going to have to head this way. Goliath Killer fires around him, but I'm not so sure that's going to be effective. The Strib's moving down. The Lorraine's been spotted. There's the Lorraine 15551, and he's taken out by our Scorpion G. So now we're in a very good position. All three enemy artists have been killed. The enemy has only got the T26E5 and the SU-152. And we're 16 seconds away from completing the cap. There's the SU-152. The Strib takes him on, and actually the SU-152 drowned. I'd love to see what happened there, but I think he probably fell off the pier into the water, and he's drowned. And that's it, they've capped out. Goliath Killer 1 has capped out to win. let's have a look at the end of battle stats, and it's a third class tanker for Goliath Killer 1 in the M40, M43. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7, and an Invader badge for getting at least 80 cap points and capping out to win. In fact, actually, he got 100 cap points because he was the only person in the cap. So let's have a look at team scores. Well, he didn't get the highest amount of damage. He only mediocre damage. 848 hit points is nothing to write home about. In fact, it's quite low for an M40, M43. You can get much better scores with this Arty. But he did get 1 kill, and it was quite an amazing one, that AMX 1375. I didn't really think that he was going to get that since he was moving, and he did manage to splash him, kill him. And when it came to base XP, he was a little further up the table because he was actually in 7th place, 6th place, sorry, with 670 base experience points. So let's have a look and see where the details say. Well, he got 7 shots fired, no direct hits, everything was splash, 5 splash damage, and he did damage of 848 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He did spot 2 of the enemy, both of them were enemy Arty. He damaged 5 of the enemy, killed 1 of them, and he did damage assistance of 610 hit points of 4 stuns. Well, actually, damage assistance, not stun assistance, but he did get 4 stuns. He did get 100 base capture points, and of course that won for his team. He also received 15,367 credits on the standard account, and after ammunition resupply, remember I did say this ammunition is expensive, it's 8-inch caliber, I'm afraid he actually only walks away with 2,277 credits. He earned 670 base XP, times 5 for the first victory of the day, meaning he took away 3,350 XP altogether. But I think the Invader medal was good. I mean, it was valid, and he did everything right in terms of checking, was I seen, was I not seen. He moved into the correct place in the cap, which forced the enemy to come around the corner and be seen themselves before they could try and engage him. And as a result, he effectively lured the enemy RT to their deaths, because the Striv and the Scorpion were both waiting for the first moment they spotted those Arty to take them out of the game. So, really good round there. So, if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.